So there's a lot to the story about the Delta EcoFlow. You need to get this at home. I hope that you'll hop on the phone lines. It's an incredible value. I own our first version. This is the better version of it. It's more powerful. This gives you a chance to be able to get not only the lowest price ever, the best value. This unit alone sells for about $1,200, $1,300 normally. And we typically don't include the solar power, the solar panel. That's typically $300 to $400 sold separately. We're showing you an example of what this will power. And we talk about what this will power, we're talking everything from your microwave to your refrigerator to an air conditioner to obviously your cell phone's a fan, your heating blankets, your lamps, your televisions. 1,800 watts of power, the most that we've ever offered. It doesn't make any noise. It gives you an opportunity to have a compact size and a power generator that is important for peace of mind. And quite frankly, when you lose power, and you think about, gosh, we all lose power. Sometimes it's only a few minutes, like maybe 10 minutes. Sometimes it's a couple of hours. And my goodness, who doesn't remember last winter in Dallas when that big freeze came over? And those of you that live in an area, that unexpected freeze, and of course power without days and sometimes without weeks. Here's a way for you to be able to keep things powered in your home. We are inviting your testimonials. This is a big customer pick on our website. This is the lowest price that we've ever offered. This is an exclusive value. You can only buy it today. We've made it easy because we have free shipping. And we also have what we call FlexPay. And all day today, because of course it's Cyber Monday, interest-free installments of over 5 months. I wanna show you the value really quickly because it is about savings, and you're saving considerably today. Because as I mentioned, just to buy the unit alone, this unit is what we typically sell on its own, and it's normally $1,400. But if you look at the back, you see that black panel, that is a solar panel. And typically it is in stock, but you have to buy it separately. You are getting that $400 solar panel with the $1,300 unit for less than $1,000. So it is the most extraordinary savings that we have ever offered. It's actually what I have at home. If you didn't know, our studios are located in Florida. And Florida is one of those areas, as some of you know, that are impacted by hurricanes. And it is not uncommon for us to get hurricane warnings and that sort of thing. And so this is my go-to in my home to have peace of mind. I want to introduce you to our special guest expert. His name is Justin Hyatt. And Justin is going to walk us through this because I don't have this model. I actually have the first version. This is the most powerful at 1,800 watts. And Justin, one of the things that we've been asking, and I'm gonna ask my colleagues, I know we talked about getting an iPad. I'd love for you to be able to ask your questions. And Justin, I know we've been getting questions all day long, and this is the best value. And by the way, welcome and happy holidays, Justin. It's nice to have you on the show. But I love this. I really believe in this Delta EcoFlow. And I wanna get into it because when people think generators, they don't think about a compact unit that's like this. They think about the larger generators that typically that are outside, you have to put gas in them, there's a whole production. This is completely opposite.
Totally, right? I mean, when we start to unravel this, you start to see why have these become so popular, because they're battery generators. And they're a better alternative for so many of you outside of a gas generator, because a lot of you don't want anything to do with a gas generator. It can be dangerous. There's, like you said, it's a big setup. You got to make sure you got gasoline in the garage. You got to make sure that you've maintained the generator. And for a lot of you live in an apartment or condo, you haven't had the opportunity to have your own battery generator, your own power at home. Well, now you can, and it's the most affordable way that we've ever done it right here at the flagship model, the Delta. Now, you heard a number that Marlo said, 1,800 watts. Because this goes up to 1,800 running watts, we can power up 80% of our home appliances, like our refrigerator. So how long do you think you can run this for? How about 20 hours and a 150-watt refrigerator? I want to prove to you that I actually am plugging this in and powering it up with my Delta. That's how easy and simple it is. What I didn't do is I didn't have to go to the garage and get anything. I didn't have any setup. I pulled this out when I lose power, and now I can have my refrigerator powered up. But here's the next step. I'm going to walk over to the kitchen, because it's not just about having your cold food. It's also going to be about having hot food. Because if you're out of power for maybe a few hours or maybe days on end, well, you still want to be able to cook your food. Now, if you live in an apartment or condo, how else would you do that except for right here with your battery generator? Your microwave, a very high wattage appliance. You couldn't do that before. How about a high wattage blender.
Wow.
Number you over here. How about a stovetop oven? Again, keep your food cool and then be able to cook your food. And then when you are out of power on your unit, you need to recharge it, right? And we give you 3 different ways to recharge it. But when I talk about EcoFlow, they are one of the leaders in the industry for a reason. They have the fastest recharge rate in the whole industry, from 0 to 80% in an hour. Think about that. Something that weighs 30 pounds, that's not an 80-pound loud gas generator, can power up my refrigerator for up to 20 hours, and it only takes it a little over an hour from 0 to 100% to recharge it. And then, Marlo, I love the fact that, yes, we're giving you the solar panel, because now you have true sustainable power to turn your battery generator into a solar generator and just use the power of the sun to recharge the unit when you're out of power on days on end, and not just a few hours on the day.
It is the biggest value that we've ever offered on the Delta EcoFlow. And I can personally recommend this to you because I own it. And I own it because I've never seen anything quite like it. You think about traditional, traditional generators that are out there. Fumes, gasoline, noise, they're big, they're clunky. I'm a single girl. So I need to be able to power my home in the event of power outages, and we have them pretty frequently here in Florida. And this is all I use. I love it. I should take a picture of myself, because earlier in the year, we did have like a hurricane warning. And all I did is I took it right out of the box. I plugged it in. You can see that it does have a panel, so you always know what's happening. By the way, 3 ways to charge this. So you can plug it in to charge it in the traditional way. You can obviously power it by the solar panel. And then we also give you the adapter, so if you wanted to charge it in your car, you could do that. So everything is included out of the box. It comes with a 2-year warranty. The fact that you can plug in, I think, up to 13 different items, maybe even more at one time. So you could have your cell phone plugged in, a lamp plugged in. For me, it's also my internet, right? Because you lose power, that means you probably don't have internet. I want to be able to plug that in. So buying more than one is not unreasonable. Why buy today and why buy now? Lowest price we've ever offered. That's a big deal. And we're not talking small savings. We're talking savings upwards of about $800. That's a lot. Most people, when they buy it, they forego getting the solar panel, although they want it, because then it's an extra $400 that they have to plunk down. Today, because it's the best value and the lowest price that we've ever offered, you get them both. Don't you miss this. And it's the most powerful at 1,800 watts. So it's pretty incredible. I want to show you why that's